What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris. Welcome to the first video in my brand new Shining Force playthrough. This game is fucking amazing. I'm playing it on the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, which is for PS3. I think they have one for 360 as well. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but this game is an amazing game. I love this game so much. Probably my favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. Actually, hands down. Check that. Hands down, my favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. Followed by Shining Force 2, and then everything else at that point, pretty much. So anyways, let's continue without delaying it anymore to show you why this game is so amazing. I'm just going to let you, if you want to, I've read this so many times, if you want to slow it down and read it at your own pace. She's basically saying, evil's back in the land, and it's, come on, hurry up and help us. Alright, pick an adventure. Matter of fact, this is the first game of the series I've been talking about playing on my other videos, the one that I bought a Sega Saturn for, Shining Force 3. This is the first game, oh no it's not, that's a lie. This is the first Shining Force game, but there's also a game called Shining in the Darkness, which was the predecessor to this. I think Shining in the Darkness was the the first Shining game ever made, I'm pretty sure. And they made a lot of games from then on. Like, they made Shining the Holy Ark, which is another Sega Saturn game that I picked up. It's just like Shining in the Darkness. That's a first-person dungeon crawler kind of thing. But this is a not third person, but this is like an overhead strategy game. It's reminiscent of Fire Emblem. It and Fire Emblem are very similar, and to a lesser extent Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like that. Alright. What am I gonna call myself? I'm just gonna call myself Chris. Oh wait, I can fit my WoW name in here. Don't ask about this name. It literally was a name chosen at random by the computer on WoW, and it kind of stuck with it ever since. I think it was on WoW. Kind of stuck with it ever since then. Thanks, Simone. God, I can't believe I'm starting to play through this game. It's going to take just as long as any of my other playthroughs, like Final Fantasy 13. And I'm not going to do any voice acting on this one. I got my hands full with Tales of Fantasia in that regard. Alright. Here's a menu screen. You can talk to people, you can search things, you can do magic. This guy has a capability of doing egress. Egress is one of the most useful tools in this entire game. Egress allows you to exit a battle right away, so you can fight a battle all the way to the last guy, and then exit that battle and restart it later for more experience. It's a nice way to experience farm. Matter of fact, in between recordings, I'll be doing that from time to time, but I'll let you guys know when I do, probably. This dude's a douchebag. He's your buddy, but he's a tool. Barrios, that's this guy's name. He fears the worst. Basically, he should, because shit's about to hit the fucking fan. I need to think about slowing down my text scrolling, because I've played this game so many times that I can scroll through all the text and not miss anything. So I'm gonna try to play it more like a newbie would play it. Somebody who's not used to the game. So, in the chapels, let me show you what you can do when you talk to this dude. You can talk to the priest. Yeah, I've had nightmares. They're probably the exact same ones. What the fuck? You're supposed to... Okay, never mind. Every other priest after this first douchebag, you can... God, it's so bad calling a priest a douchebag. Anyway, everyone after him, you go to them and you can do, I think, promotions. When your characters reach level 10, you can promote them. If they but you can also wait until up to level 20. And if you wait until level 20, they get more base stats. So, yeah, he can do promotions. He can cure them of poison and curses and stuff like that. You save your game through him. So he's a pretty important character that you run into a bunch. Apparently we just missed the end of the story. Bet you were waiting for me. I have to physically go and talk to him like he's not going to just start announcing himself. Watching the gates. Don't know if it's evil or not. They sealed it. We failed because we suck. That's what humans do. We fuck everything up. Small group. This is a great idea. Will I take the task? Well, if I say no, he makes me say yes after. He'll just keep prompting me. And I'm pretty much forced to say yes. This is not a choice that I have. So I go back to town. And I get a bunch of flunkies who decide to join my team. Luke is pretty awesome. That's Luke. He's a warrior. Kin, the knight. Kin is a mixed bag. He has okay offense, but later on, it becomes a double-edged sword. This guy in particular, he gets a shitload of HP, like a ton of HP, and he can soak up magic attacks because of that pretty well. The flip side is his physical defense is atrocious. As bad as you could possibly think it could be, it is. And so he takes hits really bad. Tao, she's pretty awesome. She specializes in fire, so she's the only one. I think the only one who can get Blaze 4. Level 4 is the highest the highest level for a lot of spells. She's a beast. This guy is a piece of shit. God, Hans is such a shitty archer. I get rid of him as soon as I can. Anyways, basically. Oh yeah, this douchebag too. He's your first healer. I actually think he turns out pretty good or decent. But and this guy's like the guy in charge of my squad. I'll go show you where he's at. So we got a headquarters in every major area. Anyways, I'll show you around the town real quick. Oh yeah, you can do this. Actually no, that doesn't have any effect here, but in the next city I can do something with that. I'm getting better response using the analog, so I'm going to start using the analog walking around. But anyways, here's a shop. You can buy stuff. I don't usually buy supplies. It's almost worthless. What the fuck is this dude doing? He's jerking off in his little house. You can actually, there's a way to get out of the town without these dudes being able to stop you. And I've done it before. But it involves waiting for, I think, this guy or somebody to climb, go down, and he'll get in their pathway, and then you slide in. And over here is a character who will play a decent part in my playthrough. Gort, I'd like to hear your story. I'm talking to you. I do want to hear a secret. Uh-oh, look at that. Sounds like he's tempted to explore again. Tempted to go apply his craft of, I'm guessing, sword fighting. You guys will find out soon enough. Actually, axe fighting, to be honest. Dude's a beast, though. For a while, at least. Eventually, he gets outclassed, but I shouldn't ruin stuff like that by telling you that if you've never played this game. Anyways, here's Nova. Yes, I'm ready to face the enemy. Give me advice. No, don't have anything else. Basically, over here you can see your army can consist of 12 at a time, and they'll be over here, minus you, and then all your other troops that you have will be over in these areas. So you can get quite a few troops. And in the second game, I believe Shining Force 2, you get more. I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I played either of these. Shining Force 2 is really good, but it's not quite as good as Shining Force 1 in my personal opinion. Matter of fact, I might do a playthrough of that sometime, provided this new law that could be going into effect doesn't stop us from streaming video games over the internet. Then I'll just be playing it all by my lonesome. 100 coins. That is nothing. Okay. Whoa, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, never mind. There's no sprint option. It's kind of gay, but you're already moving at a pretty good pace. Love how it walks. Look at those boots. I don't know why. I just like it. Alright. First battle time. Little cart forces me into a place I don't want to go. Alright. Goblins! Roomfoss must be up to something. We can take him, Ethbrek. I like how this guy says blasted over and over again, like instead of like damn it, you know, because back in the day, oh my god, earthquake, as if you couldn't figure it out yourself. The text says a very blurry earthquake. Attack, strike a blow for the honor of Roomfrost. Alright, so those are goblins, as the name says. Dark dwarves, those guys are pretty big. And I'm not going to move yet. Matter of fact, I'm going to skip all my turns, and you'll see why, because we'll be coming right back to this battle in a second. But first, I'm going to go do something. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to egress. This is what it looks like. This is how you egress out of battles. Then you go back to the nearest priest, or the last one you visited, something like that. So you do that, and I'm going to go walk my happy ass all the way back over there. You'll see why. I always try to stay on the road here. Aw, damn it. Harder than it looks. There's this little hut over here. So, you got this dude. His name is Gong. Look at that. Recruited right away. Not that he's good, but he's just another meat shield. And I think he has a healing. Yeah, he has a healing spell. So, more the merrier. This little fucker is weird, man. He's been waiting for me, but he doesn't want to say much else besides that. That makes a whole lot of sense. We got a version of a priest in here. So this is what they look like. He's a friar, although he may not look it. How can he help me? This is the inventory, or the selection screen I was telling you about. Cure, raise if they die in battle, promote if they reach level 10, between level 10 and level 20, and save. So we're going to save it right now, but we're going to continue on. So it saves it by the hard drive, and then it gives me the sound like it would normally give me if I was saving, just to annoy me. Yes, I will continue my journey. No, you can't help me in another way. Fucker. And here we go. Let's do our first battle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to be egressing out of battles during the playthrough, except for off-camera stuff when I want to power level for a few levels or something like that. Honestly, whenever I play this game on my own, especially like the last time I played it, I usually play it on an emulator, and on the emulator I increase the emulating speed, which allows me to level up super fast because I'm playing the game 4 times as fast as it's used to be played, which is cool on an emulator. But this is on PS3, so there is none of those shenanigans. So I probably won't be leveling up my characters nearly as much as I would be in a playthrough that allowed me to do so. I could just play it on an emulator, but I prefer not to. Alright, we're going to have Tao wreck this dude up here. Magic is a pretty important part of the game. So this is what a battle scene looks like. So you got my chick casting Blaze, inflicting 7 points of damage in his face. Then you got this dude. A word to the wise, I would recommend that you use your healers. Even every step they take, make them heal, because they get. Well, wait a second. You're supposed to get 10 experience. Oh, is that only Shiny Force 2? Damn it. Word to the wise, don't be a fucking retard like myself and do something when it doesn't work. This guy starts off okay, but he starts getting speed and lots of it, so he can like outspeed everybody by the end of the game. But doesn't really help if you can't, you know, hit anybody worth shit.